Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and we just got the community transmission for the Darth Tyranus update. That's right, Count Dooku is coming tomorrow. Less than 24 hours away, we will be playing as him, and I will be live streaming the absolute crap out of it. But for right now, we are going to talk about the incoming transmission. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the main bulk parts of Count Dooku, and I will leave the link down in the description if you guys want to read through any of the other stuff, because there are some hero map changes as well as general changes to the game as well. So if you guys want to go through that, I will leave the link down below and you guys can check that out. Anyways, getting straight into it, Count Dooku is going to cost 35,000 credits. We kind of knew this from all the other heroes that have released, being Obi-Wan and Grievous. That seems to be the sweet spot and where they are leaving it for now. Now, this is the cool part. We are getting into Count Dooku's abilities, and it looks like the leaks were true. The names of them are Lightning Stun, Exposed Weakness, and Duelist. So Lightning Stun is going to be Dooku unleashes a very quick lightning stun that throws all nearby enemies to the ground. The damage is reduced for each extra target up to a maximum of 5 targets. So this sounds kind of cool. It's similar to Palpatine's chain lightning, but not quite the same. And obviously the good news here is that it is not a stun. The fact that it can throw enemies sounds like a cool ability, and I'm really interested to see how that goes. The next ability is Expose Weakness. This ability targets a single opponent and causes them to become affected by a number of detrimental effects. Anyone targeted by Exposed Weakness will have their movement slowed down, will receive increased damage from all attacks, and they will become highlighted for Dooku to see throughout the duration of the ability. Should the target be defeated by one of Dooku's attacks while Exposed Weakness is active, the cooldown is instantly refreshed. Now, to me, that sounds extremely powerful. If you defeat this enemy while this ability is active, it gives you an instant refresh, guys. That is going to be extremely useful in Heroes vs Villains to take down enemies. Now, of course, the last ability is called Duelist, and this ability begins by Dooku raising his lightsaber up to his face and then down to his side, much like we see him do in the movies. Readying himself for combat, once activated, Duelist will improve his lightsaber attack speed and damage for a short time. While active, Dooku will change his attack sequence, now dueling with one hand behind his back. Now, this sounds incredible. That sounds just like the Count Dooku we all know and love, and this is going to be a really cool ability, especially with faster lightsaber attack speed and damage. That's something we haven't seen in an ability yet. In terms of his dodge, it is on a shorter cooldown than others and with more charges available, making him formidable foe for anyone that goes up against him in close quarters. So from the sounds of that, guys, he's going to get an extra dodge compared to other heroes. I'm assuming they're going to give him 3, because if they give him more than that, it might be extremely difficult to defeat him. Now, star card Sith Control is going to be an increased maximum health regeneration. Rising Power is going to be his health on kill card. Finesse is going to be Count Dooku drains less stamina when blocking and attacking with his lightsaber. Blind Spot is going to be the Lightning Stun ability has a larger area of effect. Last Seconds means Lightning Stun has a faster recharge rate, but its range is reduced. Superiority is when Exposed Weakness is active on the enemy target for a longer time. Dominance is Count Dooku's enemy target takes more damage while Exposed Weakness is active. And Masterful Duelist is going to be Count Dooku deals even more damage while Duelist is active. And Balanced Duelist is the last card with reducing the recharge time of Duelist. So it sounds like a few cards to buff each ability there. I think the Master Duelist one, where he deals extra damage, sounds like the one to go with, apart from the 2 health cards, because I think most people are going to be running those as well. Now, it says appearances. Sith Lord is going to be the Count Dooku appearance with his basic outfit and brown cape. His victory poses are I am superior, you should reconsider, unimpressed, and not worth the effort. His emotes are going to be foolish, brave but foolish. Looking forward, I've been looking forward to this, as we all know as one of the famous quotes from the movies. The next one is powerful, where he says I've become more powerful than any Jedi. Control, where he says the Sith control everything. Now, there's also a couple of milestones there to complete with him. Defeat 30 enemies with Duelist, weaken 30 enemies with Exposed Weakness, and hit 30 enemies with Lightning Stun. They're pretty easy. I reckon you guys can get them out of the way really quickly. The voice lines we have heard before, so I'm not going to worry about going through those because I don't want this video to drag on too long. We know Geonosis is also coming to the smaller game modes like Heroes vs Villains and Blast, as well as custom arcades, so that's another good thing as well. Now, here we get into a bunch of hero and class changes, as well as some map changes. I'm not going to bother reading through all of these. If you want to check them out, the link will be down in the description below, but there isn't too much hectic going going on here, but definitely check it out to make sure you know all the changes that are happening. I'm going to quickly run through the general changes so you guys don't have to read that yourself, but the hero stuff is definitely there for you to read as well. They've fixed an issue where cancelling or failing matchmaking while on front end menu would occasionally cause certain UI options to become unresponsive until the player changed screens. They've also fixed an issue that would occasionally lead to no data available at the end of round screen, and the front end menu text would not only display correctly when booting the title with the console location set to certain regions. They've made additional polish fixes to the layout of custom arcade, and they've also fixed an issue where they caused an error to display message on time challenges under the career menu. They fixed an issue where lightsaber audio would be occasionally missing when transitioning out of an emote that turns the lightsaber off. They also fixed the problem in which the crate submenu would occasionally remain on screen, and the last one they did was that they fixed the issue which would cause the faces of certain characters to appear overly shadowed during emotes. Now they leave us with the known issues, and that is an issue that has occurred with Obi-Wan and Rey not always being able to block attacks from Darth Vader or Count Dooku when his duelist ability is active. The issue is being investigated and expected to be fixed at a later update. Now they do finish the transmission with a quick message: the Dark Ritual skin is going to be at a later date. They're currently targeting a potential hotfix that will release shortly after the release of the regular update, which they will bring more on, and hopefully the skin as well. It's going to be classed as epic level, which will be available for 40,000 credits or 1,000 crystals. The Coruscant Guard is also being moved back to February, so that is something you guys will see as well next month. So that's pretty much everything. It does look like they were working on a community update video, but that has now since been delayed. Hopefully we get that in February alongside Anakin. I'm really excited for Count Dooku tomorrow night. Like I said, I will be live streaming at the time of the drop on PS4. If you guys want to hang around and check out the channel, definitely stop in and say hello. I would love to see all of you there, and maybe we can get more viewers than we did when General Grievous dropped. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys all for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you're excited for about Count Dooku, and I will see you later on the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am the Twisted Jedi, and may the Force be with you always.
This